I'm God-level soldier of God's army rising for the youth. In my tent in southern Maryland, like many places that don't care. But the Father told us to be greater than that which is in the world. While I'm cooking today, blessing ribs on the stove. And I talk about outside of the box thinking, building things like this. You want to know how to do these things because things yet to come is going to require it. As I was making a little bit of wood. This goes back to what I'm about to tell you. Philippians 4:19 and portions of Matthew 24 and others, these things is exactly what keeps me up and what I demonstrate to the world. What you're seeing here, see that? That just happened. A guy pulling up, 18, as I went to do a food run at a local store. One of the 2 times all month I get to eat protein meats and things like that. Came to me with his lost dog as a big ASPCA fan, knowing I had a black lab, 15 years, loved it, passed away. Yorkshire Terrier, one that currently has awesome little dog that would run into a wall if you don't put brakes on her, and she's almost 10 years old, just like I was, foot to foot. But what you just saw there was what just got supplied me from the same man, because it was in me clearly. The asking shall receive. Among hypocritical people, as a song I even did on ReverbNation.com/God Social Warrior, where many were not doing through all the winters, including the winter of 2017-18 and 16-17, where they did not provide. And yet again, God stepped in single-handedly to secure me regardless. What you're looking at down there is a candle-like element that the man who had the lost dog had created that became my supply that could be utilized for any flame-related need, and he knows the same things of lighting fires, crossbow hunts, and I talked about owning a crossbow, going back to the tribe of Gad, the American Indian, the things that we were before there was in America, and doing things. I said I want to own a crossbow, which is efficient, fast, quick, unlike the standard bow, way more accurate, blah, blah, blah. But that wasn't enough. You see this? That right there was what I talked about, because my main torchlighter failed for the second time, among many things. 2 lost computers, multiple bikes, different things that happened. And right there is the replacement, which got stolen first week right when I got it. And through an officer that I already knew within 48 hours flat, 2 13-year-old youths, unfortunately responsible, and I told them the non-system version of the way of handling it. The officer was in agreement, and that got done. Well, that fuel was what I talked about, and the only other good lighter I had, because the standard big, when it comes to a bit of wind, it ain't gonna work. Not in survival. You gotta have the right stuff that makes it easier. The wrong stuff is like not having it at all, and sure enough, this very man asking shall receive. I planted seeds to him. I didn't mention that. I just talked about some generals, accelerants, and things of that nature. Within 15-20 minutes, he contacted me back telling me he had what he had, and I didn't know. And he brought me back what I just showed you, and the fuel. And in my container here, and this is exactly how you don't think twice about this, okay? But for people like me who survives, this is powerful. Let me show you the truth of God. You see my face. Watch what I'm about to do. That fuel I just showed you, if you knew what I said in this tent, about the same exact thing, knowing that the other was failing and there was only another one bit lighter, but I did not have the fuel for, this is the lighter. Now watch. Put it together. See that? God just took care of it. I now have the fuel for the only other good lighter I did have that died a couple of days ago. That means now that proper fuel can now go in this lighter. And he also provided what? A second big lighter, the only thing he had. And he lives right down from where this tent is. That means one way or the other I can use a flint that can go in this lighter, that's all that, and then the fuel can now fill the lighter, which is the only other good lighter I do have, as I enjoy meats that I just got on the same day. And all of it came after I told his truths against the world. So I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't holding it now. I do his music, I do his coverage. I want to see things like this, and even what now. From this fresh creation here, he also did Because he talking about creating these things. And I said, oh, I already know what to do with those things.
Of all the world.
Because I understand outdoor living. And he's from Pennsylvania. Crossbow hunting, whatever. The very things I talked about doing. Fishing. So now that's a supply in itself. Lighting. Cooking. Put a few of those underneath of a pan. You understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? Philippians 4:19. It totally denies out Ephesians chapter 6. We might have fight against principalities, but we win the war. How? Matthew 6:33. Where do we start? Romans chapter 10 verse 13. What are we up against and why we have our armor? Ephesians chapter 6. Okay? What is the meantime supply? Philippians 4:19. I shall supply all your needs through Christ Jesus that strengthens me. He not only did that, he also got a pizza in there. I have necessary foods like oatmeal and things. And I'm going to tell y'all people, survival last days, buy more flour, oatmeal than you ever had. These things can be used in water without heat. No different than what I showed in the last video of this, taking a sip of wood of a gas stove. I do have a propane tank, you see there, which I pray this next month to fulfill, preparing for the winter, because I've already had a couple of things that look like I was coming out of here, and everything just keeps changing. So I don't know, I'm still going through the winter, or I suddenly get what I think the most, a house, period. I don't care if World War III breaks out, I want my house. Because 45 years and 7 years of battles, going back from the dreams that the Lord showed me, has to mean each time that I went through something, I was in a better place than before, just like I had a better intent than before. So guess what? The outcome has to be the house. And I don't mean in the world version of process and policy and protocol and all that bull crap the world wants to use, even in the churches is supposed to help you. I'm talking about the God that says, I'm not of the world, I am the power over it. I am he who judges it. I am the Alpha, the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. And what he says is the final say. So I'm God, a soldier of God's army, rising for the youth. Telling you, support Missing Kids St. Juice. Check out the free music at godloversoldier.com/godloversoldier the warrior. And know this, alone, despite the world, and to the weary, I tell thee, he is God. Know this, because we win the war. Psalm 144. Peace out, people. What you prep today causes tomorrow for you to survive. Peace.
People, remember Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God. If you don't know, go to Romans chapter 10, verse 13. Fight against the principalities, keep your principalities. Ephesians 6:10.
He is the creator and sustainer of all the worlds. He is the creator and sustainer of all the worlds. He is the creator and sustainer of all the worlds, whether those worlds are known or unknown to mankind.